Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Really, how are you? Welcome to episode 32 of Is It Expired? Okay, so before we even get started, I spent 2 or 3 hours putting together a haul video. I had purchased a bunch of very large hauls from a few different places, and took my sweet time doing it. And then I realized that I had either done this, or while I was trying to get my puppy out of specific things, he had rubbed against my face, and I had lipstick all the way up my face. So that video did not end up being published for obvious reasons. So what I did instead is I did a speed haul, and I'm going to play this right here. Hot topic. Dodo lashes. Suva Beauty. Cover Effects. Rare Beauty. Odin's Eye. Melt Cosmetics. So, lots of fun things. I have been really enjoying playing with them so far. I do have the Melt Cosmetics Christmas Town palette as part of my look today. It is not in the products, but I was able to pair it with my products. So I've been having a lot of fun with these things, and I am really looking forward to playing with the rest. I wish I would have been able to publish the actual haul video that was like 45 minutes long, but at least this way I can look back and see when these products came into my collection. They're here. It's fine. And again, I need to step back and stop making so many purchases. I did it again, but that's my haul. That's it. That's all. And we're going to move on. We're going to move on from there. Let's get back into this series. Here is my disclaimer, as always. Please don't use expired makeup. I know what the potential consequences can be. I am taking that risk for myself. I don't recommend others do. Yes. So let's just backtrack here. Let's see what I pulled last week, see how they held up, see the looks I came up with, because I actually did get ready quite a few times. Yes. And then we'll just move right on to week 32. Yeah. Okay, last week. Let's start with this, because it's fuzzy and I like touching it. This is the She Glam Care Bears Thrill Seeker Blush. One of my favorite colors. Absolutely adore it. I paired this with the Rare Beauty Joy liquid, and stunning, beautiful, love it. So really looking forward to keep using this. This is only a couple months old, so it's not going anywhere, and I'm gonna keep using it. Next, we're going to pull something that is quite old. This is the Too Faced Sun Bunny Bronzer. This is 8 or 9 years old. Me and packages, I don't know. It does have like a fair bit of use on it, not enough that you can really see. Like I said in my last video, I actually have the little black book of bronzers, which has this in it, and I tend to gravitate towards that more because it just has all the options right there. But I do have this, so I might as well just get some use on it. It doesn't smell like anything. There's nothing wrong with it. It worked beautifully throughout the week, so it's going right back into its home. Next here, I do have the Stila Cosmetics Lip Glaze in the shade Glitter. There's nothing wrong with these. They're old. They're 8 or 9 years, but I'm actually wearing a different one today, and I do really like these lip glazes. I just want to get more organic use on them, and honestly, like, I know they're getting, obviously, probably well past the age that most people would keep a lip gloss, but I don't have any issues with them right now, and I would just like to use a few of them up. That is my goal for 2024. This is not one that is on that list because it is still quite full, but I loved getting use on it for the week. And it's going back home. And then with that, I did have the Annabelle Havane lip liner. Interesting pairing, but it worked. It did. I was able to kind of mix and match and play with different actual lipsticks in between the gloss and the lip liner and get some different looks out of it, so I had fun. And I have nothing against this. I love my Annabelle lip liners. I'm actually, again, wearing an Annabelle lip liner today, just a different color. Most of them have a ton of use on them. They're about 4 or 5 years old. And again, just want to keep using them. I do really like these liners. And last, my palette for the week here was the She Glam Loving Lieber palette. I had a lot of fun with this, so I'm going to pop some looks up. I obviously did kind of mix and match with some other products, some singles, some other palettes, yada yada yada, but I had fun. This is so pretty. I love these colors. Last time I think I said something about the blues. There are no blues in here. I am colorblind. I don't know. Purples, a little bit purpley pink, and then pink, greens, and orangey tones. Don't know where I got blue from. Losing my mind. It's fine. But I do really, really like this palette. I kind of stuck true to like a green look and a purple look and an orange look, but it was fun, and I did get to mix with other palettes, and I love doing that, and it makes me get more use on more things in my collection, which is very exciting for me. And this one here, if you can tell, actually does have quite a bit of a dent in it now. I love progress. Love progress. I'm actually kind of surprised the purple doesn't, because I went real heavy-handed with that a couple days, but we'll get there. That's the goal, right? Just to keep on playing with things. As long as things are getting used, I'm happy, because this collection has gotten out of control. That's the only way I can put it. Absolutely out of control. But as long as I'm using things, as long as things are getting organic use, I am happy. So let's move on to week 32. You know, this is going to be like a fairly easy week. I went dark and sultry today, but that is not necessarily something I need to do with these products, so I can do something a little more natural. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, so I just figured I'd have fun. I'd play with things. I generally don't do like dark, smoky, but I dig it. It's fun for something a little bit different. So let's see what I have here. Let's start with like the most basic thing. This is the Honeybee Fruit Lip Saver in orange. It's just an orange lip balm. It's just in my lip balm category, so it got pulled. This came from Shop Miss A. I love these. These are things that I generally have in my purse at all times when I don't want to use the pot. I generally don't take like the pot lip masks with me anywhere because they're a pain. You have to dig your finger in. These are easier for on the go, so I use these all the time anyway. It's only, I would have got it last year, and it's going to be used by the end of the year for sure. I go through like a lip balm every 2 months, so this is not going to last very long. And then I did pull the Sephora Collection Mocha Lipstick. This is actually like quite a deep dark brown. I did sheer it out quite a bit because as soon as I applied it to my lips, I was like, wow, okay, we're looking at grungy 90s brown, which I have nothing against. It just didn't go with the look. I didn't want to go that intense on the lip, so I did sheer it out quite a bit, but it is beautiful. This is, again, 4 months old. It's pretty new, so no issues here. I'm not too worried about that. It's so weird when it brings like brand spanking new items into this project when I have so much that's like 10 plus years old, but it's fine. I like to get use on new things too. That's why they're here. That's why they're in my collection, to get use on. But I am looking forward to using this and maybe getting more of those grungy 90s vibes throughout the week. Wow, nothing in this week is really that old. This is the Lottie London Onyx pH Changing Blush. This, again, 4 months old. This is one of the ones that it looks black, you put it on, it turns hot pink. That's all I have on for blush today, and it's underneath a powder and a bunch of other stuff, and it's still showing through. I didn't want to add a powder blush as well because it would have just been too much. I have nothing against this. It is just so pink. So I kind of have to be aware of what I'm doing for the rest of my face, or it's going to clash because it is hot pink on my skin. My pH apparently just turns things the hottest shade of pink there is. It's an interesting concept. I'm not huge on the pH things just due to the fact that they just turn that color on me. If I wanted a hot pink blush, I would just go out and actively buy one. But they're interesting, and I will play with it for the week and see if I grow to love it more. We'll see what happens. All right, then I did pull the She Glam Wretched Romance liquid eyeliner. This came in a pack of 5. This is in Ghosted. It is the white shade. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this is expired. It is about 3 years old. It's not new, but I don't love the way this works. You cannot put it over any other product. So if you're trying to go in and you're trying to get any white on top of a eyeshadow, like, it's just going to disappear. It's not a strong enough pigment. with that, I have so many other white eyeliners, hydroliners, and gel liners and that kind of thing in my collection that this just doesn't really have a place for me. It doesn't make sense. I fought with it today, and then, like, it's there. It is. But, like, it's fine on its own. It's not fine on top of other products. And I just don't think this has a place in my collection. So I am actually going to declutter this. It's an eyeliner. It's not something I'd give to somebody else, but I think it's time for this particular one to go. It is not strong enough to hold its place here in its home. So this one's going. And then the eyeshadow for the week. This is a Makeup Geek single shadow. It's a loose pigment in the shade Mood Ring. It's just like this beautiful duo-y, purpley. It has a bunch of colors going on here. But it's very, very pretty. And I did just add it all over my lid today to just kind of give a pop and a sparkle, a shimmer without being shimmery. You know, it catches the eye, it catches the light. So I do think this is really pretty. It's not something I grab a lot. I think it's about 5 or 6 years old. It's probably the oldest thing that I've pulled for this week. And I haven't really got a whole lot of use on it, so I'm looking forward to it. I do really want to play with it. Makeup Geek is no longer a brand, and they haven't been for a couple years now, so it is a few years old for sure. And yeah, I like it. I want to pair it with a lot of different colors now that I've played with it a little bit and see how it works and how it kind of meshes with other shadows. I think that I could get a lot of use on this, not just with like purpley looks, but I could go into a lot of other colors because there is a lot of different undertones in this. So I'm going to play with that this week, and we're going to see what happens. Be able to pull a lot of different palettes and singles and just play. We'll see. But that's it. That's all. That's my whole week. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's easy enough products that I can definitely pull from a lot of different places in my collection, and I love being able to do that. That means it's not just these products that are getting use. A ton of other stuff is coming in and being mixed and matched, and I'm getting use on a lot of other stuff, and I love doing that. So I'm excited for the week. I'm excited to see what kind of looks I can bring up. I want to do some like grungier looks for sure. And yeah, I'll just see what happens. That's it for me this week. So have yourselves a wonderful day, evening, weekend, journey, and I will see you all next time.